Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, there's yet another one on the internet doing something to their animal, folks. Because of course not, why wouldn't there be, right? This time it's not a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, as far as I know, or as far as anyone really knows. This isn't somebody that, we're used to watching or anything. This isn't another Alinity or another Brooke Houts or anything like that. So, apparently this is a teenage girl. So, she posts this video, and it's the worst one by far, because this one legitimately could have killed the dog. She posts a video, very obviously clout chasing, and I keep telling everybody clout's a drug, and clout is a drug, and it's getting to this point where the addicts, man, the rehab isn't working for some of them, and the drug is starting to build up some sort of immunity in some of them, and they're going for more and more heights, man. Because once we get to these levels, we're talking all new levels of clout chasing, folks, to where we're almost killing animals just to get clout on Instagram Live. Anyways, I was low-key kind of really upset about this one. Like, this one almost made me cry. I usually don't cry over things I see online because, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of an internet veteran at this point. I've had like 15 years over active duty now at this point. I've been on the internet almost my entire life at this point. I have seen some very, very messed up things. It's pretty hard to make me upset with something that I see online because I've just seen so much. But when I saw this video, I almost cried, I'm not gonna lie. It almost got Optimus right in the feels, but it's a video of this girl, and she picks up this small little dog, man, and it's a small dog. It's like a little Shih Tzu or something. Just a little baby, man. And she puts it in the dryer and closes the door and turns the dryer on and records the whole thing, lets it go for like 10 to 15 seconds, opens the dryer back up. The dog comes out visibly shaken and terrified. The dryer did at least a couple full cycles around. So obviously the dog did tumble around in there for, a couple seconds. And had she let it go on longer, the dog very easily could have died. Because, I shouldn't have to explain it to you. I mean, if you don't understand how a dog that small could have been killed in a dryer, then, I really don't think you should be watching my videos. But I don't even really want you watching my videos at that point. That's just whole new levels of stupidity. How does a dog die in the dryer? But this obviously follows other situations like Alinity, tossing her cat over her shoulder on Twitch, and with Brooke Houts recently, quote-unquote, accidentally posting a video of her spitting on her dog, hitting it several times, emotionally abusing the dog, etc. And it seems like with all of these examples, we get further and further into territory where it's just worse. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just blatantly worse. And more just ridiculous, man. And just sad. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of stupid for not showing the Alinity and Brooke Houts videos because apparently they weren't against the rules to show on YouTube, and a lot of other people did show them. But with the video of the dog in the dryer, I'm just blatantly not gonna show it because, I feel wrong showing it on YouTube in the first place because, it is genuinely messed up footage. So the only part of it I'm gonna show is the part where she puts it up into the dryer. I'm not going to show the dog in the dryer going around or anything, and I'll show the dog coming out of the dryer so you know that it's alive, but I'm not going to show it like, rolling around in the dryer or anything because that wasn't cool, but...
Watch this. Oh my god! I'm finna dry his I'm finna put it... Nah. I just want him to move. That's all I want. I'm evening her. Oh my god.
There you go. So you know that was real. This was 100% a real thing. This wasn't a fake story. Wasn't a fake video. No Chris Smoove here. Is this a fake video? No, this was not. Somebody really did something this terrible to an animal and did this live. And the sad thing is you can see down in the comments, like where she's live streaming this, obviously, where people are like cheering her on, where people think that this is like appropriate behavior. Her followers or her friends or whoever is watching this are like, you know, almost cheering her on and like encouraging her to go on with doing something like this to a helpless animal. And that's what really bothers me about this video. I wouldn't say bothers me the most about this video, because what she did to that animal is obviously what bothers me the most. That is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm almost just shocked that people would do something like that. Because at this point, I'm almost questioning whether or not she would have done something to this extent if people weren't encouraging her to do it. Because, I mean, it's very clear that she was doing this all for clout. I'll get more into that here in a minute. So, the fact that people are encouraging her to commit this kind of behavior, I think, really shows how bad the clout chasing within our society really has gotten. The fact that people have really gone to the extents that they have just to be a part of somebody getting some hype behind them. Because in reality, I think everybody in that chat knew that this was going to blow up, that somebody was recording this and they were going to put it on social media and that everybody was going to get mad. I really think that's what happened because, I mean, come on now, it's a video of a dog getting put in a dryer. I think everybody who was watching that kind of knew what was about to happen because, you know, most people aren't really cool with something like that going on. So we got a bunch of low-life losers in the chat egging this girl on to do something horrible to this girl, who, for all we know, may have never have done this if she wasn't cheered on. Who knows? Maybe she would have. I mean, at the end of the day, she is a horrible person, obviously. She may just as well have gone through with it, just recording herself with no hype, if she thought it might have gotten her some attention. At the end of the day, she still did something horrible, and she should bear the responsibilities of what she did, and she's still just as much of a clout-chasing loser as the rest of them, and I don't think that that takes any fault away from her, even if they also should bear some responsibility for what took place there, because they're all just as complacent in what happened, and none of them are speaking up about what happened, and they all encouraged it to go down. So, since this has happened, it's been proven that this girl's a minor because she had where she lived and what school she went to in her bio on Instagram or whatever, and people have like found out all this information about her and whatnot, and she's kind of went on the Instagram run. She's like changing her usernames, she's like hopping profiles, she's made several posts that I believe have now been deleted saying she's been doing everything for clout, which is primarily at least why I believe that this video was created in the first place. Unfortunately, I think that that doesn't excuse. I mean, I guess really to put it simply, I think the best thing that can come from all this is for her to get charged. Now, I know people are saying, oh, well, she's a minor, so she's not going to be charged. Well, that's not entirely true, because I don't know how the court systems work in a lot of other countries, but here in the United States, if you're close enough to being 18 and you're still a minor, if you do something that constitutes like a big enough crime, which animal cruelty, I think in a lot of places could be seen, well, especially being a felony in a lot of places, a very serious felony in a lot of places, could be seen as a big enough crime to be seen as punishment enough to do so, you can actually be tried as an adult if you're close enough to 18. So, in a lot of places, a crime this severe to be tried as an adult, if you're like 15 and up, you have a good shot at least being tried as an adult. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be convicted as an adult. That still means in some situations and in reality, in a lot of circumstances, you definitely still probably will get a minor's punishment, which means you'll still go to juvie, which even then, that means that you still might serve time for it, and at the bare minimum, you'll still get probation. You still might get a criminal record, which likely could get expunged in the future, but some states really here in the US really take animal cruelty seriously. Some states actually see it as a felony worth up to 10 years in prison. A lot of states see it up to 5 years in prison. And I mean, there's literal video evidence of her committing animal cruelty, and then there's also a bunch of evidence of her saying that she did it all for attention on the internet, and there's a bunch of people that she's friends with hyping her up in the comments, so it seems like a pretty open and shut case, like she has, you know, footage of herself doing it, so, I mean, she's in high school. She's definitely at that age threshold where I'd say she could technically maybe face adult charges. At the end of the day, who knows? But I definitely think she deserves some kind of punishment. It's just a shame that we've gotten to this point online where people have now shifted their focus to, like, abusing animals for clout. It almost seems like that's the trendy thing to do now, is to just, like, be mean to your dog and, like, cause it physical harm, or your cat, just to, like, get some internet attention. Now, Linity, that wasn't really the case. Like, she just kind of did it, and then, like, a while later, it just kind of got brought to light and whatnot. But with the whole Brooke House thing, are we really sure that was an accident? Like, honestly? I mean, how do you upload accidentally, quote-unquote, the uncut footage of you abusing your pet? Like, how does that happen? I mean, I just don't see how that possibly ever could or would happen in any feasible situation where anybody who's done YouTube for more than like 4 days would be like, oh, well, I accidentally uploaded this footage. I mean, come on, get real. Are we sure she wasn't clout chasing too? I mean, if she was, I'm just saying, man, like, give her the punishment too. I don't know, man, but all I know is there's some clout to be had in it, man. Mr. Pigskin's been kind of getting on my nerves recently. He hit me at the end of that last bout we had, man. I think it's time to chase some clout and get at him. Get active. So, Mr. Pigskin, we finally meet again. You know, you've been a real problem in my back end for a long time now. Slice of bacon off my back fat. But I must admit, you hit good for a small plush chump.
Nonsense, Optimus. You don't know the extent of my true strength.
Wait, what? You can talk? How? How could this be?
Once again, you've underestimated my strengths and overestimated my weaknesses. Rookie's mistake. I've been on this planet for 1,000 years, Optimus. I intend to be here for 10,000 more.
Shut up. That's impossible.
No, you shut up. You're not gonna talk to me like that anymore, Optimus.
I'll do as I please. And as a matter of fact, it's skit time, Mr. Pigskin. Today, as a matter of fact, we're filming you in the dryer.
No, I don't think that we will.
Try this one on for size. Wait, he survived that?
Yes, fool. I survived it once again. Your energy attacks don't work on my leather skin anymore.
No, it can't be. It simply can't be.
Have this!
That's it, you little rat. Get in the dryer.
Wait, no. Stop, dude. Seriously. Hey, man, please, can we not film the dryer skit today, please? Come on, let's just do the final fight skit today. No, please, seriously, stop, man. Hey, I'm gonna bite your finger. I'm gonna bite your finger.